Good day, guys. Nice to see everyone. Wow, Stream Elements came out really fast this time. Uh, why is my. Let's see what's going on with that. Crop. Yeah, why is that not working? Oh, I guess I have to share. There we go. Share that. There. That'll bring up the old window. And I could crop that a little bit to make it a little better. There we go. Okay. We are now live. Rob on the road. Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening. It's good evening for you, I suppose. Yes. 12 noon my time. What is it? 6, 7 o'clock in the evening your time? Already? Let me blow this up to full screen so I can see what the heck is going on here. There, that's a little better. That is a little better. 1,700 hours, holy. Okay. I thought it was later than that for you, but I am wrong. And Paul is in the house. Good evening, Paul. You're the one that's later in time. Must be 6 o'clock for you in the evening. You guys are all living in the future. 5? I thought you were later than that too. And Ronney Braun is in the house. How you doing, Ronnie? So you and Rob are the same time then, 1,700 hours. Okay, so you're 5 hours difference. Let me write that in my book just so I got that in here. That's Paul Wakey. Where have I got your name here? How come I don't have your name on here? You gotta be here. Rob, here's Rob right at the very top. Five hours ahead of time. Wow. And then Paul. I don't even have you written down in the book here. Why not? Five hours ahead. There we go. We got you in. Slightly west of Greenwich Mean Time. Oh, wow. That's where the time thing is calculated from. So when you come to Canada, you go to Newfoundland and you get a half an hour difference. There, I remember the news when I was a kid that said it's such and such a time in Alberta, and then it'll say and half an hour for Newfoundland. And Ronnie's on Central Time. Sheboygan. Is that how you say that? Sheboygan, Wisconsin. I'm on Eastern time, which is probably the same time as Florida, although Florida is farther east than I am. If anybody wants to come up on the panel, let me know. I don't know if I can do this properly, but because I'm using EV Mux, I haven't done a. I tested it with someone one time, but I didn't have the chat window over on the side, and I was going to do a slideshow today too. So that the text on the side or the chat box on the side is going to disappear. I'm doing a YouTube video of snow melting. Don't tell me I've got nothing to do. Snow melting. That's like watching paint harden. Well, at least your snow is melting. The temperature must be. Oh, you see my animated chat or my animated text there, which says subscribe, it's free, and thumbs up, it's free, is covered up. Let's see if I can fix that. Can I move this screen on the fly, or am I stuck with that? Oh, I maybe can move it up. Let's try that. Transition that over there. Move that up a little bit. There we go. Now let's go to full screen. Full screen makes it smaller. No, we were on full screen. There we go. That's bigger. I'm testing out EVMux for hours used. It's weird. They never had this before. They only put this on because I was complaining about their time. And they said, we're going to post your hour usage on the billing page. So you can tell how much you owe for billing and what have you. So I go to look at the billing page. Yeah, sure enough, there's a bar there that slides across as you use your hours up until the 30. And then there's numbers below it. And the number below that says, on my screen, it says minus 11.82 of 30 total hours. What the heck does that mean? Does that mean I've used 11 hours of my 30-hour time? And that's incorrect anyway, because I did go on one time for an hour and looked, and it's the same time. So I don't know when that updates. Like computers keep track of everything. There's got to be a way that that their system can keep track exactly how many, right to the second, how long you've been online. So, and they don't want to prove to me, like I asked, I said, if you can see how many hours, they said you're at your 30-hour limit. If you can see that, then show it to me. I should be able to know that. I know when you buy it, you get unlimited, and who cares then? But anyway. Yeah, no kidding. You see, that's where I purchased Streamlabs. Now, Streamlabs, in my opinion, is a shady company. They're off of OBS, and what they did to me, and well, to a whole bunch of people, because I looked it up on YouTube, was pretty shady stuff. So that's why I actually even purchased Streamlabs, because of what it could do. I like to have my background that I can change or put overlays on and do the things that you can see here. But this is free. I don't have to pay for it. Whereas on Streamlabs, I had to pay for certain things to do that. I have some followers that don't like that chat box on the side, on the right hand side there, because they can see the chat box already. Why would I want to put it as part of the video? Well, I had two reasons. I think you guys know that. The reasons I've probably told you so many times that you're, is he going to tell us that again? But if I was to cut 1 second of this, like when I'm finished here, I go end stream, and then that's it. It goes up online, and you guys can view it again in the future, and you can see the chat on the side, so you can see what people were saying. But if I edit it, if I take 1 second off the beginning because nobody popped in right away, and I take 1 second of it off, I edit the live stream, it now becomes a video and not a live stream anymore. Which means when I put it back, when I finish editing it, it takes the chat window off the side. You can't get a chat window back anymore. But because I put this chat window on there, then you can still see that, which you can see what other people are saying. Otherwise, it's just a video. You would hear me talking, and that's it. You wouldn't get to see what other people are saying. So that's the one reason I have that there. I thought there was two real good reasons, but that's the main one. And yet, when I got to go and do there is a thing that says slideshow on here. I can add a slideshow, and then you pick the stills that you want to have on there. And I tried to do that last night just to test to see how it worked, and I couldn't get it to work. It's something I'm doing wrong. But if I do it the way I usually do, and just go to the folder and say, bring up one picture in with a photo program, and then say share that, and then just click on the next one, the next one, the next one. It's not a slideshow per se. Then I can't show the chat window on the side there. I can't share two things at one time. Share screen. I can only share once. I don't know if any other. Is Rob on the road? Are you in the house still? Does Melon allow you to share screens more than one screen? Like share screen. Rob on the road uses Melon, which is another. Melon is probably the cheapest to purchase streaming software if you want to purchase it, and it gives you a lot of stuff, probably a lot better than StreamYard. And it looks like EVMux, Melon, and StreamYard, and maybe Restream all have the same as far as guests go. Very easy to bring up guests. Rob says, yes, I believe so. On the paid version. Oh, well, maybe I don't know about the paid version. I looked at that. This is a free version, so maybe on the free one you can't. That you could be right. I don't know. I'll have to go look at your short there, Ronney. I just posted a short this morning about this iguana that I saw at Playa del Carmen. I got with the camera, my arms at full length, I got less than a foot away from this thing. A wild one. It's not a tame one. I know they're friendly if you get them early, and people. There was actually in Playa, there was a guy walking around with a huge iguana. Oh no, that was over on Isla Mujeres, the island. Huge iguana was on his neck, and the other guy had a snake, and they were going around on the beaches asking people if they want to take a picture. So if you give them 50 pesos or whatever, and you get to take a photograph with these things. Well, that iguana was a friendly one. It was just hanging out on his shoulder. It's walking on the beach. But the wild ones, all over here, they're all over the place. The minute they see you, they run away. So they hide. They crawl in the cracks in the sidewalks and stuff. And usually in right now they're out sunning themselves and heating their bodies up. And I was thinking about Michael Santana, who's I can never remember the name of the channel. Michael Santana's How I See It Through the Lens. I think that's, and the I is spelled EYE. It's his birthday either yesterday or today. So I wished him a happy birthday. And I was hoping he would pop in so I could say happy birthday. Great, great guy. And he has a video that he set up, short still shots of, and made into a video. He wanted to post it on my channel so that I could put it up on the live here, and then he would be available to take questions and stuff after. And he's got it all set up. It's just a matter of timing to make, to coordinate things, to make them all come together. He's a busy guy, and he's got to find time. And I got all the time in the world. I can do this at any time. But anyways, so the picture in the background here is actually a picture from Playa del Carmen. I don't know if you've seen my homepage, my channel's homepage. I changed the pictures in the background, the top there, to a picture of Chichen Itza, the temple, and then this plant, Viegro. I forget how to say it now, but that plant is amazing. That's an amazing tree. It's a tree, and the way that they come up like this, you know, but it's really hard as a tree trunk, each one, and it's about the size of my hand. Well, I can put my hand around it like this, but it goes up really long, really high, and then there's one leaf at the top. It's simply amazing, like huge. I'm amazed by the amount of energy that's put in to these plants to do that. Even this plant in the background there, the thing comes out as a spike, and then it fans out, and those fans are so rubbery, like it could stand any kind of weather, hurricanes and toothache. Can you hear the grinding? Man, oh man, oh man, oh man. Okay, you guys are all subscribed to each other, right? Already. Let me just post your channels in here, just because. Man, the guy upstairs is getting a new, what do you call it, kitchen put in. Wakey, Rob, Ronney, you guys should all be in here. I used to take my time and I could never get them done, but I finally did them all. Holy smokes, man. So there's the links, you guys, to all your channels. Now, either I haven't updated them or you haven't updated them. You should all have handles. Handles are free. And it'll be like www.youtube.com/ampersand sign and your channel name. That's your handle. It's way better than having /C/ like Wakey's is Wakey RC 444 EYUPLAD. It's way easier. So you have to go in and change that. And then when I know it, I can program it. Unless you have it already, I have to put it into Stream Elements to make it work also, though. Yeah. I used to put mine with the /C/ Nomadic Vanman. That was it. And then when the handles came out, I switched it to .com/ampersand Nomadic Vanman. And it's the same thing. It's just easier to type that in. And when you're under, what is it, 100 subscribers, you have to use the long form with all the numbers and letters and uppercase, lowercase, and all that stuff. Uh, there is no way out of that one until you're over 100 subscribers, and then you get to change your name. Like this one here, example. This is Ronnie's .com, and then see the YouTube.com, and then /channel, and then all those characters there, and then finally Ronney Braun at the end. I think I put the name Ronney Braun on there at the end of the Q is the last letter of your thing. Now I'm thinking you should be able to go into your studio and take off that law right from the word channel all the way to the end and put right after the / after .com and put your handle in there. And you can look up your handle in the studio and see what your handle is. It's usually your channel name, unless it's somebody else has got it, and then YouTube gives you one anyways for free if you have the requirements. Just a suggestion, that's all, nothing too important. Let me just show you here on mine. It would be youtube.com/ the way it was before, Nomadic Vanman. Now that's the way mine was before handles came out. And now that handles are, oops, did I not spell mine correctly? Now that's what it is. It was /C/ Nomadic Vanman, and now it's just /ampersand Nomadic Vanman, which is a lot easier. Not that you have to remember that, but it's just a lot easier to type in. I guess if you're So it looks like Benny is outside doing some fit videoing. He might knock on the door, and if he does, I'll have to get up and talk. So, getting his kitchen put up today. This is actually a one suite house. Houses here are all 2-storied houses. Some of them are 3. The main floor is like a living room, bathroom, a kitchen. And then the bedrooms are upstairs. Well, he's divided this house into 2 suites. So I live on the bottom suite, and he lives on the top. And there was nothing up there. I think there was probably a bathroom up there at the beginning. I'll change my handle one of these days. Can I use that for my CB handle? You have the opportunity to change your handle. So whatever YouTube gives you, you can go look at it, then you can change it if you like, put it whatever you like. It's ampersand, that @ symbol, and then whatever you want to use. And it'll tell you whether you can't use that or not, like whether somebody's using that but you can use your CB handle. And it would still find you, find your particular your YouTube channel. Mr. Ronney Braun, he's got the coolest channel name, YouTube Tuberculosis. YouTuberculosis. That's pretty cool. YouTuberculosis. Did I miss something? Oh no, I've got them all. They're all in there. You guys are all in there. I guess I could go look and to see what your channel name is. I haven't. I could go to your main website and it'll show it at the top if you've changed it, and then I can click on it, copy paste, put it into Stream Elements. You see, that's where the part of Melon that I like is. Melon is part of Stream Labs, which is part of OBS. Is they have you can use what the heck you call those? You can play games and stuff. There's built-in games to you can have coins that you give to people when they roll a dice or when they play the slot machine or when they do things like that. It has like from Streamlabs. That's what I enjoyed. You could heist. You could get a whole bunch of people and do a heist. Go on a plunder. Yeah. Yeah, you can put whatever you want there as your handle once you find out what it is. I'm trying to investigate about the. Yeah, I know that, Rob. That is designed from Streamlabs. Yeah, logistic. Yeah, it's the same. The same. I know it was the same company. That's why the Streamlabs had that. Um, it had a lot of stuff. It had my own website. You could have what do you call it? Play people that came in would gain points by just being in the live stream, and they could spend those points. And I made it that they could buy a T-shirt from my merch place, or they could buy a cup or whatever I had on my merch, or they could spend it on little tiny video, couple second videos that would play on the screen. They would type in the name of that thing, and it would cost them so much to play these things. And I could play games where they could type in exclamation point to talk to the bot, the word gamble, and then how many points they want to gamble with. And it's like rolling a 100-sided dice. If you got anything from 1 to 24 or 25, whatever you made it, they would lose. They wouldn't gain anything. What you could make it how you wanted, but anything from 25 to 75 was double their money. If they got 75 to 98 or 99, no 98, they could triple their money up to 99. The way I made mine, and if they got 100, they would get 5 times their money. So they would get that. And then, hang on, I got to go let Benny in. Talk amongst yourselves for a moment. There we go. That thing goes by pushing without a key, but sometimes it's stuck.
Can I take a picture or something?
Yeah, sure. So they're putting your kitchen in, eh?
Yeah, finally. Well, the first part of it, did this have to do like the seat thing?
Oh, yeah?
But yeah, it's almost there, almost there.
Oh, cool. I was just asking the guys online here whether they could hear the sawing. And Rob on the Road. Melon was designed by, oh yeah, right, you're correct. Melon might be okay. It's Streamlabs that I didn't like. The shady stuff that they were doing. Uh, when you wanted to talk with somebody there, they wouldn't. You couldn't get to talk to anyone. They wouldn't. You got her?
Thanks, brother.
Good. Cool.
Sorry for bothering you.
No, it's okay. Okay, talk to you later. All right, Ski. It was something to do with Streamlabs. They were stealing things, not necessarily called stealing. They were using stuff they shouldn't have done. Um, I don't know whether it was kind of illegal what they were doing or what have you, but I couldn't get a hold of anyone. And then when I did pay for it, you have to give them your credit card, of course. And then they wouldn't let me take it off when I decided I didn't want to do it anymore. And then there was every month thing would pop up and say, uh, you are on auto, like repurchase automatically. And I couldn't take that off. So they were going to recharge me at the end of my 1 year and automatically, even if I wanted to or not. So somehow we're going to find out this summer because this summer is when my year would be up in probably, I don't know, July. And I haven't got an email though since. There was, I went and looked it up. How do I take that off? How do I get rid of that? And somehow I found a way to take that off. I think I think it allowed me to take off my credit card, or I changed my credit card completely, changed the numbers, like got a new credit card so that they can't even charge that card anyway. It was something. And that was another thing with EV Mugs. I did actually pay for that. You get a week or 2 weeks grace period, like when you purchase. You can play around with it for a week to decide whether you really want it or not. I don't know why they would do that because you get the free one to see anyway. Oh, because they give you the full blown thing, and you can. Um, so I took off the logo on the top corner, and I did this and I did that, and I thought, well, the free thing gives you all that anyway. I don't care about that little logo on the top there. That was the only thing that I would gain. Well, unlimited hours of streaming. But I thought 30 hours a month was plenty. Anyways, but because I stream quite a bit lately for some reason, I don't know why, I ran into my limit. Um, but so I purchased it. And then I decided before that time was up, I figured, well, it's not really worth it. So I thought I'd say, no, I don't want it. Fine. They put me back down to the lower level, the free version level. But my credit card was still on there. And I didn't, because of Streamlabs, I didn't want my credit card to be on there. So I looked and looked and looked and looked. Yeah, I can go look at my credit card, but I can't take it off. I can add another credit card, but I can't take my old one off. So I messaged them and I asked about my hours and things. And then I said, well, what about my credit card? I don't want my numbers on there. I don't want my credit card information to be on there. So they emailed me back. That's one thing. They're very good. They'll talk with you very quickly. They said, We had still arguments with the hours though, but they said they removed my credit card. So I went and looked. Yeah, it's gone. So I should be able to do that on my own. There's some things that you should you should be able to do on your own and not have the company do for you like that, and to have precise um, hours, especially if you're free and you don't have unlimited. If you have unlimited hours, who cares? I don't know whether you could live stream 24 hours a day all the time, just continuous. Some gamers do. Now there's a whole bunch of restrictions when you're a gamer and you live stream. There was something about you can't have certain games playing, you can't do nudity, you can't do a whole bunch of things. YouTube will start frowning on that, but I don't do that anyway. Um, the music that it allows you to play in the background, even with the free one, I don't know is if it's the greatest. And if the music is playing in the background, I don't know. Is that a good thing or not? If you have guests on or if you're talking, I don't know why you'd want to have music playing. I think later on I'm going to go out and fly my drone, maybe just the mini, and try a few more things with it. It can do so much stuff that I haven't even experimented with it. A lot of people were having range problems flying the distance that they say it could fly. I don't. I wouldn't want to fly far away anyways. Wherever I'm, want a video would be close to me. But when you're standing in a group of trees or you fly over like farther away and you're in a building or you're standing, it's behind you, or you always want to face your controller towards where the drone is anyways. But if I fly from the street here, no matter where I go, the houses would be like in the way of the signal. So when you go so far, then like quite a ways, few blocks away, then it starts losing. But anyways, I try to look up how you can. So there was a problem that DJI had. Background mute. Okay, wait a minute. Rob's telling me this here. Background music helps to stop people ripping your content. It's harder to separate the combined audio. Oh, really? Oh, okay. Well, I don't know what you use, Rob, for uh, to edit videos. There's Michael. Your ears must have been burning because I was talking about you. I wanted to, hoping that you would pop in quick so I could say happy birthday, brother. Time to get wet. Oh no. How the weather must be, the dogs are going in the water. And I think I have Michael's, let me just, Michael's thing programmed in here. It should pop up the link. Your link. There we go. That is Michael Santana's link there if you want to go check it out. He has a few videos there. Oh, you washed them on the back porch. Oh, okay. You're going to hose them down. Okay. I got you. Yeah, a thing popped up. Was it yesterday or today on my phone? About the birthday, I didn't. I think that's the first time I knew when your birthday was. But March birthday. Must be getting when is Easter? Because there's a lot of stuff in the stores here, like Easter eggs and things, stuff coming out for Easter here. So that must be coming up shortly. But April, okay, April, right. I gotta be prepared for April 1st. I don't know if in your country or wherever you guys are, whether you have something called April Fool's Day, April the 1st. And it's usually, well, in Canada, it's in the morning up until noon, they say, is when you can play your April Fool's thing. They have something here in Mexico, but it's already passed. It's a day when they can cheat you out of money, or they can cheat you some way, and if you fall for it, that's it. You, it's not like an April Fool's trick. It's just Easter Sunday on the 9th. Okay, but I have to get ready for April Fool's Day. I usually make a video or something. My first video I did that was, I forget how many years ago now, 4 years ago. I edited my van so that it looked like it was all smashed in, like buckled up, and it was totaled. It was finished. Couldn't drive it no more. And I put a video out. At the very end, I said it was April Fool's joke. But when I first came on, I said, "Well, it looks like van life's finished for me. I'm done. I'm here in Vancouver, and I have to find a way home now. I have to go back to Alberta. I have nowhere to sleep. My van, they won't let me stay in the van. It's all bashed up." I showed a picture of it. And then I got some people that said, nice try. It was April 1st, April Fool's, back at you, blah, blah, blah. And my sister, though, and her sister, or her daughter, contacted me, and they said, "Well, can we come to pick you up? We'll come and pick you up and bring you back to Alberta." All right, thanks, Michael, for popping in. Wash your dogs there, get them nice and clean. And I told them it was an April Fool's joke, and they actually got kind of mad at me, saying you shouldn't play jokes like that. And I said, well, that's what April Fool's is all about. So anyway, that didn't go over too well with some people, but others, they got it right away. But okay. Yeah, joking without a permit, that's for sure. So is well, I don't know if it. I mean, would anybody like to see kind of like a slideshow, or is it? Would you rather have just chat? Unless somebody wants to come up on the panel, we can do that. Or I could do a slideshow, or I could do a word game thing where there's. Um, yeah, thanks, Michael, for sharing that out. If anybody wants to share it out on Facebook or Instagram or Twitter or any of those other ones, go right ahead. It's okay. Or a word game where you put the 6-lettered words on the screen, you say what it is. Oh, Michael says he'd like to come up. We'll give it a shot. I don't know how that would work, but we could give it a try. I haven't experimented with EV Mux too much. I think Michael, was up on EV Mux at one time. Hello, 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 NC Vanman. Mr. NC Vanman. I have to write this down. I don't remember you. Another van person, dweller. I know I don't have you programmed in there in my stream elements. From the little eye picture here, I can see, okay, the kind of vehicle you have there. Well, you must be subscribed to me, I think, because I think the way I have it made is in order to comment, you have to be a subscriber, I think. I don't know if I've got that set or not. If you are, am I subscribed to you? Do you know? uh, and Sharon, hello, Sharon. I haven't been up since the time we first tested. Yeah, I know. I've been living in my van over 4 years, but mostly I just karaoke. You just karaoke. Okay, I don't have karaoke on my thing here, on my setup. And Sharon just popped in the house. Michael's birthday was just yesterday or today. But NC Vanman, can you share your first name? If not, this is okay. That's fine. Now I think I have Michael's name was the link was there, and I could put in Sharon's name. I think that should pop up. I programmed that in there. There it is. At least Stream Elements is working. Warren, well, how you doing, Warren? I don't know too many Warrens. I know one from school days. Well, thanks for coming in, Warren. I don't know. You guys probably hear the sawing and the stuff that's going on. All the houses here are not made of wood. They're all made of concrete. So when they build them, the wiring in the house is in the concrete. So I think it's not as easy as a wood house. When you want to add wiring, you either got to put surface wiring on here, or I don't know how else you do it. It's pretty hard to put it in the walls. I don't know if the walls are solid concrete or not. And I think they're probably concrete like this because of the heat and moisture, like absorbed into. That's why no houses have carpet. For otherwise they'll get mold. Okay, when like I said, we could have. There's several ways to go here. We could have a word game where I would put up words on the screen. I have a slideshow set up. We could watch a slideshow of photographs, or if somebody wants to just come up on the panel and help with the chat there and see what's going on. Michael said he wouldn't mind coming up a little bit later whenever he's finished washing his dogs there. You don't mind listening to me, do you? Oh, Michael, put your and that's you see there, guys. The rest of you is how the handle works. His name is youtube.com/ and then the @ symbol, the ampersand, and then Vanman, NC Vanman. That's a handle, and that's how that looks. Very short and sweet. Well, it all depends on how long your channel name is. So that it's nice when you can use handles, and I think I don't know if you can use handles if you're under 100 subscribers, because that's some sort of a milestone is 100 subscribers when you first start. That's what YouTube says. Hey, when you get to 100, we'll take off that long letters and numbers and your channel name at the end there, and we allow you to type in your own channel name. Well, you can hang out as long as you like there, Warren. Feel free. And I will check your channel out. If I'm not subscribed, I will. And I'll have to check your channel out and see how you're making out. And I will add you to my, what do you call it, stream elements, so that next time whoever moderator is can just type in exclamation point. Well, I guess it would be the whole name, because it's the first word of your channel name, which is first word of yours is NC Vanman. And in order for me to do that, I have to know so you have I have to know your link. And Michael posted it for me. Thanks, Michael, for posting that. Northwest or Western North Carolina. Oh, I have a couple of followers. One is Danny Staten from South Carolina. He said they have good medical system there. I don't know if they have the same medical system in North Carolina as South Carolina, but it sounds like he has a very good setup there. Okokoke, North Carolina. NC is North Carolina. Okay, I get educated. So you learn stuff in here, Warren. There's a few people in here that are really up on, like Rob on the Road. You ever want to know anything, just ask. Okokoke. Wait a minute. No, what does that say? I've been to Okokoke Island once delivering. Okay. You lived there for years. Oh, wow. Okokoke. Is that how you say that? Okokoke? Some of the craziest names there in that area. It's like the western part of Canada. A lot of cities and towns and names of things are all Aboriginal names. We call them Indians, they're Aboriginal names, like Medicine Hat, for example. And some places are quite hard to pronounce. And I suppose the more east you go, I don't know what. I don't know if you ever have been to Montreal, where the Parliament buildings are. There he is, Mr. John. Okay, let's put up John's. I think John is a subscriber, but not a subscriber, a moderator, but I'll post it for you. Your link. I've been putting up everyone's link. Okay, you have to quit procrastinating washing your dogs. That's right. Go and wash your dogs. The more east you go, they sound like Newfie. Yeah, right. Yeah, that's what's funny about Canada. The farther east you go, and some of the Newfies, that all depends how far you go east. You can't even understand what they're saying, and it's English. It's probably like that in the. I know a lot of states. The more south you go, you get the southern drawl, and the south doesn't sound like the north. Mexico, yes. All right. See ya. Bye. Yeah, get that job done. Thanks for sharing my link. I'll try not to bore you too much with my videos. So you have content and stuff. I haven't gone to look at your channel yet, but how many subscribers do you have? I will definitely go have a look and subscribe because it's totally free. Yeah, Bill, Newfound Drones. I think I heard his voice. He's not really too bad though. He was showing a video where he was digging his car out of the snowbank. um, I've had some Newfie friends that I mean they talk so fast, and in that Newfie drawl they have, you could not understand um, what they were saying. I still haven't reached 100 yet. Well, I can help you. And now that your link is posted, I'm encouraging everyone that's in here to go and check you out and to subscribe. It's totally free. I can't click on those, John, because it tells me I can't click on them. Whatever you're posting there, make sure it's cool. I mean, that's what moderators can do. Just make sure you post something that's worthy of being posted. Otherwise, not by me. There goes the grinding. Oh, the snow. Yeah, you're probably in a snowbank up there too. And then Ronney Braun, he's probably still in the house lurking. He's doing a couple of shorts with snow and stuff. He wanted to do a how the snow when it's falling, you know, coming down at night and stuff too, with a 360 camera. That might be kind of cool. I'll have to go look at I can't click on anything because if I go to YouTube and click on the links, it says I don't know the exact wording, but it's an error. I can't do it. I have to go after the fact. And usually when I finish my live stream and I go look at it, the chat window on the side is not there, so I don't get to see what it is until YouTube decides to put the chat window there. Then I can click on the links. But that's why the chat window is on the screen. That's another reason. Because until YouTube decides to put the chat there, it's on my videos. So that's always nice. So, Warren, I'm going to have to go and check your channel out there. That's for sure. I know what the link is now. I can go and check it out and see what. Let me just see here. Maybe I can do that. Live stream. Let's go here and go to YouTube. And then let's type in NC Van or at, and I think I have to put the whole thing in there. Let's try this. YouTube.com/ at Vanman. YouTube.com/NCVanman. Okay, there we are. There we are. Okay, it looks like you have 51 videos out there. Oh my goodness, you do have some. How come it doesn't tell me how many subscribers you have here? Maybe if I go to a video. 1 day ago, you had one put out. 80 subscribers. Ah, hey, patriotic American. You have your flag in the background there. Well, Mr. Warren, I had just subscribed to you. So your count went up to 81. Your count is now at 81. There's only 40 seconds long each. Okay, less than a minute. Hopefully one day I'll bring myself to sharing van life videos instead of karaoke. Well, that's another thing. Mine is called Nomadic Vanman, and the reason is I'm nomadic and I'm a van man. But I've been living in Cancun here for the last 6 months in a house. So I'm not nomadic and I'm not a van man at this particular time. But when I go back to Alberta, back home in a couple of months here, back into the van. So that's what I'm going to do. Yeah, thanks for subscribing, Warren. Like I said, it's totally free. And I mean, if worse comes to worse and life changes, and you can always unsubscribe. Yeah, that is Playa del Carmen in Mexico also. Most of my videos are of the drone flights are from Mexico lately. Walking around are like the last video I put out. I'm surprised I don't have that many views on it, which is the Ferris wheel they have here in Cancun. Third largest in the world, 70 meters high. This thing is big. I took my drone up and flew around it, taking video of it. But I thought it would get a lot more views than it has. But I'm not one of your popular YouTuber guys, so that's probably why. Past my left shoulder, and he broke his back. Yeah, right. Yeah, I did. I broke my back. It still hurts. It's going to hurt forever. Not like it did the day I broke it, but it's I always have pain. Not bad enough to whine and cry about it at least. What I used to do, Warren, was go. I lived in Alberta, near Calgary, if you've heard of Calgary. Uh, 3 hours away from Calgary in a little city called Medicine Hat. And I would stay there in the summer or surrounding areas, moving around, looking at different things, ghost towns, different cities, traveling around, going to. I went across all of Canada twice. But the winter times are severe on the prairies, so I couldn't live in my van on the prairie. So I went to Vancouver every winter, and then to the island, Vancouver Island, and so that's what I've been doing. But this year I decided, well, why go to Vancouver Island when it costs me the same amount to come here? The same amount of monthly in fee. And I don't have a lot of money. I mean, what the government gives you as far as old age pension and Canada pension plan and your old age security money you can't live on it when you're renting an apartment and own a vehicle and have to eat and have to pay for medication and then clothing and whatever else goes with it. That's where living in a vehicle, yeah, the more you sit static, it's cheaper. The more you move around, you have to pay for gas. Well, when gas price goes up, my rent goes up. I don't consider food I have to eat the same amount of food whether I live in a house or whether I live in a van, so I don't count that. It just, I still pay for it though. But the gasoline and yeah, your vehicle will break down. I will be back. I have to go melt snow with the propane machine. I will be back. All right, John, thanks for coming by so far up to this point. You have to go melt some snow with the machine. Okay, cool. Or no pun intended. So the reason I go to Vancouver is because the weather there is way milder. Rarely, the first 3 years that I went there, it rarely got below zero, like zero. 1 day or 2 days of the winter would be -5. The rest of the time was 0 and above. Sharon says she's got 80 degrees, the sunshine. Let me just see what the temperature here in Cancun is at the moment. Cancun weather.
It's 29 degrees and partly cloudy in Cancun.
Oh, I don't know if you heard that or not. 29 degrees and partly cloudy, which usually never is cloudy. The clouds are over there. But it's 29 degrees and it says feels like 31. So it's 29 Celsius. I don't know what that is in Fahrenheit. There's a mathematical formula, not just your quick one where you double the Celsius and add 30. So 29 doubled, so 30 is 90. 90 with the quick method. 80 is nice. That's a more livable type weather. Much more livable type weather. Better make sure I'm only allotted 2 hours on the live stream, and then I'm cut off. 2 hours and 1 minute. They tell you got a 2 hour limit, and then they give you 1 minute to say goodbye, and then that's it. I'm on break from the first one. You're on a break. It's like washing your car. I don't know. Most dogs don't mind getting washed, wet. I may have to go to Canada in July. It's too hot. No ocean breeze here in Canada's pretty hot in July. When you're in a van, it's usually 5 degrees warmer in the van than it is outside. And you can go in the shade, open your windows, put the fans on, and be in the shade, and it's still 5 degrees warmer. So when it's 40 degrees Celsius outside, it's 45 degrees Celsius inside. So figure that one out. 45 and 45 is 90 plus 30. That can't be right. That's 120 degrees when you do it mathematically real quick. But there is an actual formula to figure that out. Jeffrey is really good with his bath. Sunday is okay with his. Okay. I remember when I used to live on the farm, uh, the kids, when you're kids, you don't want a bath, but you have to. And a bath day was not every day because you had to conserve water. But you'd sit in the tub there, and you only allowed so much water in the tub. There was no shower, although a shower uses less water than a bath does. Um, but you'd be, well, I got to go have a bath. And you didn't like it. That's when they got to drill stuff into the walls. It's he put a sink in upstairs or something, sink upstairs. Well, then you got to run through the wall. So they drilled a hole through the wall, and then a pipe runs down the wall to go to, I guess, some sort of sewer system goes into the ground here. Very strange way of doing things here compared to Canada. Like, I've learned that's for sure. Yeah, is that the dentist drilling? You know what I was going to do as a joke when I was in the dentist office was I was going to start screaming and hollering and going, ooh, ah, ee, wah, whatever, so that the people out in the waiting room could hear that. And then, but I thought about it after, and I thought they might not like that too much. But I would ask first, though, because they're very friendly people. They I guess, well, that's their job. They have to be, otherwise tourists wouldn't go to visit them anymore. But I was thinking about doing that, and then it's already passed now, but they have like an April Fool's Day here, but which they can cheat you out of money and stuff, and if they can, that's their money. They get to keep it, and thank God that the guy told me about that. There's something to do with bread too. Pan is bread, and it's sliced up. And if you grab the slice that has this toy or whatever in it, you can, I don't know, it's significant of some sort. We used to go down to the creek to bathe. Yeah, we did a lot of that. We had not a creek, but a pond where a lot of people would go to wash their car there. Take some water out of the pond and wash their cars. And you would also jump in there and bathe in there, also in the pond. I imagine there was no fish, no fish in there. That's for sure. Not with all the soap and stuff that after a while it just you wouldn't see the soap. It would just disappear. I don't remember how deep it was either. Not that deep. But this microphone picks up pretty good, so you must hear that grinding, the grinding away. We stayed in creeks and dammed them up to make a good pool. Yeah, it's like beavers. We used to have to blow up the beaver dams because that's their job. They make dams and they're really good at it. And when they make them, you can't just go and take them apart. They're so stuck together that you have to put dynamite in there to blow them up. But I guess in the wild, they're pretty efficient. Some places you do want beavers, they create huge watered areas. Then other wildlife comes in because of the water. But in some places you don't want a beaver dam. We use Dawn soap. Does Dawn soap, Sharon, does that make you itchy or something? I don't know. What about what's that soap that's sold today that's not really soap? But is it Ivory? One of those soaps. It's the only one that's not a soap, and yet it's sold as a soap. Cleans you real good. Snow depths. Uno momento. John. Uh, I know you don't have much content or none or not very many subscribers, but I think I have you programmed in here. Or maybe not. Oh no, there we go. There we go. You are in there. And your link is the way I programmed it in there, but that's the weirdest link I've ever seen. /user/snowdebs. I've never seen one like that before. Now to round 2. You have to build some sort of sprinkler system that they could wash themselves. Something they would want to play in. And that's what happens. You wash your dog, you take him out for a walk, and they find a puddle, and they're just they're in the mud. Off to wash the dogs in the back. Very cool. What is today? What's the date? The 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th. So that's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. On the 8th, I have I have to go to Eshkaret. Eshkaret. It's funny how letters are here. Eshkaret. Eshkaret. That's the place I'm going. It's like most of it is a water. They got rivers, like small rivers, very clear, very beautiful. You snorkel through these things. They don't have so much in the way of ruins. They do have some. Yes, agua. Um, John, I think you're the one that's a little more Spanish than me. You know a lot of the words. Maybe you are Spanish background or something. But I remember you typing in some other Spanish words and things. But Spanish, I kick myself for not learning more than I have in the last 6 months. I should know it by now, especially in 6 months. Okay, we lived in LA for 12 years. That'll do it. um, because when I'm here in Cancun, a lot of people know English, and So when you converse, you say poquito español or poco español means I know little Spanish, but very little, and then they'll speak English to you, and then you don't need to speak Spanish. And I learned Spanish as far as words like agua, water. But let's put agua in a sentence. Like, uh, how do I, how would I say, can I have a bottle of water, please? I mean, I know please, por favor. I know water, agua, but how do I ask for a bottle of water? How do you say bottle? How do you ask for a bottle of water? A lot of Latin words are exact as Spanish. Oh, really? Casa, is casa house? Casa Nagua. What does that mean there, Sharon? Oh, there's one of those little geckos. He's minus a tail. Somebody got his tail. Como, I know what como is, you see. Como free, how are you being? Como is like, yeah, how are you? Or, yeah, friole. No, that's not free. It's fre. E is the letter I when you say E. Freole. I thought creole was beans. Yes, casa is house, yeah. There's a lot of places, even in Vancouver, called casa because the Italians go there. Casa, the name of their business. um, como, um, see, that's the thing. I know certain words, but it would be nice. Whereas I use, what's that app I have on my phone? That's several apps. One of them is Duolingo. Well, it is good, but it isn't. It kind of tells you a sentence. I don't know. It doesn't. I wish it would do sentences a little different. Oh, you can hear that. There goes the dentist again. That noise, it sounds like they're, uh, like he's got his kitchen being started, like cabinets. So to get the cabinet stuck to the wall, you probably got to drill a hole in the drill a hole in the concrete and then put a what do you call those little rubber things you put in there, tap them in there so you can put a screw in the hole. As long as you know un service, as long as you know un service, is that for, oh, a beer, un service is beer? Is that how you say service? Order a beer. There we go. You just show them an emoji of a beer. Oh, it's this one. Corona. A lot of people drink Corona here, or Molo. I don't remember the name of it. Dos Equis. And when I go down the street here, I like their chicken pollo with wine. Oh, with wine. Ooh, pollo is chicken, and you can say uno pollo. Well, yeah, his half of his tail is missing. Wonder if it'll grow back. Um, when you want, or with time. I thought you said with wine. With lime. I can't see very well. The text is. Let me put this up on the screen again. With lime. What did I say? With wine. And John is back. I have new pickup. What do you think, Wayne? Stop chatting up the women. Yeah. And She Devil Tommy is in the house. Eating but listening. You can lurk all you want. Thank you for popping in, Tommy. I have new pickup. What do you think, Wayne? Pickup. Where is the picture? I'll have to go look. I can't go looking right at the moment here. It gets it when you're streaming. It does something weird. Hey, Tommy, and I think I do have Tommy's link, and hers is easy. It's just she. Exclamation point, which talks to the bot, and then she. There you go. That is Tommy's link. Subscribe to everybody. It's free, guys. And hit the thumbs up on my channel. I don't know whether it'll do any good, but YouTube doesn't look at me anyway. I'm an outsider. Well, I don't know if I'm lazy, but I am an old fart. That's a given. Well, it could be lazy too. So, but if you come in and you're just in the background and lurking, thank you for coming in. Thank you for lurking. And then, by the way, JDS Flying Canuck here. You can go ahead check out his channel. His link's in the description there, or in the above. But he says, just joking. But he's always joking. This is a big jokester, this guy. I don't know if I should take anything he says as gospel. So when I watch your videos there, John, are they truth or are they jokes? Never serious, never serious. I have to make my table more solid somehow. That's the back. The back of the laptop is vibrates, and it doesn't look good on the video because I've watched I watch all my own live streams, and the screen when it vibrates like that doesn't look good. All true, maybe. Yeah. You'll be back changing the pick again. Well, leave that one up there somewhere. I don't know what pick is it in your. Where are those pictures located? On your main channel picture, and it's probably of the snow. If you got that much snow, just think your yard, your lawn, or whatever is being watered. Okay, the main picture. Well, let me just see if I can go look. Hang on. Live stream. Let me go to YouTube. Hang on. Don't change it yet. Just hang on. Let me see if I can get there. There, and then we'll type in Flying Canuck. I spelled everything correctly. Yeah, there. Okay. Okay, what do you mean by the main picture? I see the drone thing on there with JDS Flying Canuck on there at the airport, or at an airport. I don't know which one that is. It looks like an airport anyway. Is it that picture you're talking about? Ottawa, Ontario, Canada. Look at the snow piles. Wow. Yeah. Hey, what do you know? I get to see what snow looks like this year. First, I've seen snow, and I haven't really seen it. I've talked to a lot of Mexicans that have never ever seen snow before, which is kind of cool. Oh, my live stream will end in 30 minutes, so it's giving me a warning. Warning. And I hope you guys go and check everybody out. The links are there. If you want a link, just let me know. I'll type in, or a moderator could type in someone's link. I think they know how. Just exclamation point, the first word of the channel. And go and visit. And by all means, subscribe. That's what YouTube is all about. It's totally free. Doesn't cost you a penny. And show some love. Diane, look at that. Good morning. Is it morning for you still? Okay, now there we go. Diane. Let's see if your link should be in there. Thanks, Tommy. I've been watching your things there, Tommy, with your what do you call it? Envelopes you get for people sending stuff and things like that. I've been watching that. Nice to see you, by the way. And nice of Diane to pop in. Yeah, there's the link. You're buffering a lot. Oh, my goodness. Sorry to hear that one, Ronnie. Now, I should look that up. If buffering, where does the buffering come from? How do you fix it? Whose end is it on? Is it on my end? I have really fast Wi-Fi here for some reason. This is the fastest Wi-Fi I've seen ever since I've owned a computer. It's very fast. I hope you guys go and check out my video of the Ferris wheel. 70 meters high this thing is. You don't even have to comment, but go and give it a thumbs up. I thought it was going to do way better than it had, because it's like the third largest Ferris wheel. I guess if you don't know that, the third largest Ferris wheel in the world. And I suppose that the largest one would be, is that like in France somewhere? I don't even know where these are. This is one of three. So where are the other two? Does anybody know where are the other two large? This is the third largest in the world. So there must be three. Oh, there could be more. Yeah, that's right. So there's two that are larger though. And it was built and installed by a Dutch company called Dutch Wheels. Like, amazing. I think it's on the user's end. Yeah, no buffering here. And make sure you click on, Ronnie, the word live underneath the video or underneath the live stream. You'll see the word live with a dot beside it. Make sure the dot is in red. And if it's in gray, that means you're behind. You're a little bit behind. So click on the word live and it should turn red after a minute, and then you'll be up to date. Maybe it was me. My Wi-Fi turned on and my phone's funny. Oh, okay. Yeah, you were saying sometimes your connection there is weird and funny. That's what it was. Oh, okay. Usually phones and tablets are usually pretty good, because they can pick up Wi-Fi a little better than probably a laptop, or unless you're on a PC or a laptop that's plugged in, like wired in. I'll have to figure out somewhere to go to fly my drone today. Nice warm day, partially cloudy. Um, I've usually take my Avata and fly through the parks because I like to stay low. I don't want to go above the trees too much. So I fly it like a whoop kind of a drone. I buzz in and out of things. And the Mini 3, I fly like higher and cinematic type looking around. When I use my 360 camera, it automatically turns on the Wi-Fi for the Bluetooth, which negatively affects YouTube. Oh, wow. Yeah, Ronnie, when you get time, go to Twitter, type in Team YouTube. I guess you could subscribe to them. I don't know if you have to or not, but subscribe to them. Type in a message, what your problem is with getting your number back on that thing there. And believe me, they'll get back to you in no time. They'll send you a link of how to go about it. And Sharon is back. And Michael was in the house and he's probably washing his dog, his second dog there. If it's nice, and he hasn't got such cold temperatures, I don't think. So it's nice when you can wash your car or your dog out in the backyard. On the prairies, we used to make our own skating rink in the backyard. Put the water on the freeze, and then another layer, another until it gets pretty thick, and you have your own little skating rink in the backyard. And I suppose when it comes time to thaw and melt, um, your lawn gets a watering. Actually, on the prairies, the farmers love lots of snow on their land because it's watering their land. So I have now 20 minutes, and my time will be up. My 2 hours on. I won't be able to. I've been using this and StreamYard because for some reason, I don't know why, I'm streaming more than usual. I used to use only Sundays, 1 hour to 2 hours on Sunday, sometimes 3 hours. But lately, I've been just pop-ups because I don't watch TV, so I'm sitting here editing a video or doing something on YouTube, or doing something on the computer, and instead of twiddling my thumbs and not doing anything, I just pop online. So, and it doesn't matter how many people are watching. I just go on and chat. Sometimes there's nobody watching, and I just chat anyway. Yeah, well, you'll have to pop in when you're not doing anything there too much. Do you do any lives? I think you were talking about that at one time. I haven't got much time to. While I'm in Mexico, I like to get out and do stuff too. So I mean, if I'm not on the computer, I'm outside doing, going somewhere, doing something, seeing things. But yeah, the pop-ups are usually spur of the moment, thinking about it and just popping up. So there is no notification. And usually by the time somebody sees the notification, I'm already like gone, offline. So no big deal. No big deal whatsoever. With the co-host, well, that's cool idea. And you said you use is it OBS, or do you use Streamlabs? Streamlabs is owned by OBS. So is Melon. Melon is owned by Streamlabs. Melon is probably one of the cheapest ones to purchase when buying a stream. Or StreamYard is popular. Not, in my opinion, not. I just like the way Streamlabs or OBS works. I like that background and templates, and I like that kind of stuff. Not everybody does. When you watch other people that even they purchase StreamYard, it just, the whole screen is their camera picture. I don't really like that so much. Melon doesn't work with your phone. Oh wow. Try EV Mux, or have you, with your phone. They say it's supposed to work with your phone. Uh, let me pop this up here so I can read it. OBS as virtual camera, and StreamYard, Melon, Restream as the live platform. Okay, that should work for you. I used to use the OBS virtual camera also. I think I took OBS off my computer and Stream Labs, because Streamlabs did some shady stuff with a whole bunch of people. Like I said, with your credit card, uh, they keep telling me that they were going to automatically buy the next year's thing, and so I changed my credit card number so they can't charge me. And a lot of people were complaining about all kinds of things. They would do shady deals, and they would never answer you. You could try to get a hold of support, and you'd never get any answers whatsoever. Whereas EVMux is really, from my point of view anyway, it's the best one out there. Um, as far as money goes to buy, Melon is probably the cheapest, although Melon is owned by Streamlabs, the same company that's shady. But there again, Rob on the road uses Melon, and he said when he contacts them, they're very good. So it's probably run by some other people, but it's still owned by. What's next for me in Mexico? Next, coming up in on the 8th, I'm going to a place called Xcaret. We type that in for you, so you see how it's spelled. Xcaret. That's where I'm going. It's like they didn't build this place for tourists. It's a natural place, but it's like a water park or a water play. Mostly there's snorkeling, it's there's 50 different things to do there. There's like snorkeling. There's horseback events where the Mexicans show you their um, what they do. There's a aviary where they have butterflies. It's all covered over top with netting so the butterflies can't fly away. But it's a huge area, almost like outdoors. Well, it is. The netting is on above the trees, and there's just when you walk through there. I've been there 10 years ago. When you walk through it, the butterflies are everywhere. You have to take your camera because they're just everywhere. And there's a lot of things to learn about, like butterflies. I didn't know can only see three colors: green, red, and yellow. That's why the food they have sitting there for the butterflies are like watermelon and any kind of yellowish colored fruit. And another thing about butterflies is their taste buds are in their feet. Could you imagine if we had taste buds in our feet? Holy smokes, man! Then they have a nighttime show. How they show how the Mexicans, the Spaniards came over and took over the country, and like when they first came here, they killed lots of Mayan people, and finally took over. You got to head out, go for your daily whatever you're doing, your daily chores, or take uh, your swim or whatever you're doing. Thank you for popping in, Sharon. Love you, sister. And well, they have 50 different events to go there. Um, when you buy the tour, you're picked up at like 7 in the morning, and you're brought back at 7 or 9 at night. So it's like a 12 to 14 hour day, and it only takes 90 minutes to get there. So 90 minutes bus ride there, 90 minutes bus ride back. So take that time off your day, and you with the tour you get like a meal. What do you call it? Big meal. You get one free beer and all you can drink otherwise, all the water, all the soda pop, all the other uh, non-alcoholic drinks are totally all free while you're eating. Um, it's just quite the deal. Like the cenotes they have. Cenotes are a sinkhole with water in them, and sometimes there's little rivers that go from one cenote to the other. And some places they're underground, some places they're so they have one thing where there's a stained glass, huge stained glass ceiling on one of the cenotes, and you're standing on a platform, and you can look at this and look and then walk to the next place. But if you go but via the river, you come snorkeling, but not snorkeling, but swimming by, and then you can look up through this big hole, and you can see the stained glass roof, like it's, and then you carry on, and so that it's an all-day event. You can't do everything all in one day either. You should go back a second day to take it in, and then in on March the 20th. I should go on the 21st, but it's going to be way too crowded on that day because that's the spring solstice day. That's when the snake comes down the temple, and the snake head is at the bottom, are carved out of rock. But the snake, the shadow, comes down the temple and onto the snake head, and that happens twice a year only. Just like the pyramids, it only happens once or twice, um, once or twice a year. I have to go and get ready to take my granddaughter to work. All right, Diane, thank you for popping in. And you have a great rest of your day and a great rest of your week. Sunday is the first day of the week, so have a great week. And just remember, if nobody's told you that they loved you today, let me be the first. I love you. And that goes for everyone. If nobody has told you they loved you today, let me be the first. I love each and every one of you. Thank you for all popping in. I have another 10 minutes, it looks like, and then I'll be cut off anyway. And Tommy from She Devils in the house here, we did an experiment one time where we wanted to see how long it would run, and it ran for 2 hours, which they allot you, and 1 minute. And after 1 minute, you're gone. It's so they allow you 1 minute to say your goodbyes, and then you're off. So, anyways, I know what happens, so we'll just have to end it before the 2 hour thing. And thanks everyone for coming in, and just remember to stay cool and be kind and to stay awesome. That's the whole point, to stay awesome. And if you haven't already become a nomadic outlaw, subscribe to Nomadic Vanman. That's how you become a nomadic outlaw. And guys, thanks again, Ronney, for popping in. You were here the whole time, the whole 2 hours. Thank you for coming in and putting up with my lives again as usual. And everyone, thank you for popping in. And have a great week. Have a great Sunday. Enjoy no matter if it's kind of lousy, shitty weather. Get out there and enjoy it. You are alive. Thank you for stopping by and keeping me company. Thank you very much. Have a great rest of your day, everyone, and have a great week. Thanks, Tommy, for popping in. It's beautiful weather here. Enjoy it. Enjoy it, Tommy. And we'll catch you guys all on next Sunday for sure at 12 Eastern Time. And stay tuned for a pop-up, several pop-ups in the week. I don't mind doing them. Even if there's nobody here, I just talk anyway. And we'll catch you guys all on the next one. Stay awesome, everybody.